What happens to your brain when you skip breakfast is actually scary, and it's ruining your work performance without you even knowing it. So here's what most people don't realize about skipping breakfast. When you don't eat in the morning, your brain literally starts eating itself. I'm not kidding. Your brain needs glucose to function, and when it doesn't get it from food, it triggers a stress response that floods your system with cortisol. But here's where it gets wild. That cortisol spike doesn't just make you tired, it actually shrinks your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and emotional control. So when you're sitting in that 2 p.m. meeting feeling foggy and irritable, it's not just hunger. Your brain is literally smaller than it was this morning. And that's not even the craziest part. When your brain is in starvation mode, it starts hoarding every calorie you eat later in the day. So that lunch you finally grab, your brain stores most of it as fat instead of using it for energy. It's like your brain thinks there's a famine coming, so it prepares for survival mode. Now here's what happens to professional women specifically. When you combine breakfast skipping with the hormonal changes of perimenopause, your brain fog becomes 10 times worse. Your estrogen is already dropping, which affects memory and focus. Add breakfast skipping on top of that, and you're basically asking your brain to run a marathon on empty. The wild part is that most successful women think skipping breakfast saves time and helps them stay sharp. But studies show that people who skip breakfast make 23% more mistakes at work and take 40% longer to complete complex tasks. So when you're wondering why that presentation felt harder than usual, or why you couldn't think of the right words in that client meeting, it might not be your age or your hormones. It might be that your brain has been running on fumes since 7 a.m. The question is, how many important meetings are you going to struggle through before you realize your brain needs fuel to perform? If this hit a nerve, then it's time to stop running your workdays on fumes. Inside Steadier Days at Work, you'll understand exactly why your energy collapses at the worst possible moments and what's been sabotaging your brain all along.